Greetings, Tiger sports fans, and welcome to this week's edition of the Witt Weekly Tiger Update. I'm your host, Brynne Mayne, happy to be back after a relaxing spring break and here to bring you the latest 411 in sports news. The Wittenberg softball team has started off the season with a bang after returning from their spring break trip with a record of 8-1, the best yet. I think we can expect great things from the Tigers this season. The women are ranked second in the NCAA for stolen bases per game, highlighting an aggressive and exciting new style for the team. However, the Tigers returned to a very wet campus, leading to some postponements. The home games against John Carroll have been moved to Sunday, and the women will travel to Wilmington for makeup games on April 14th. But as planned, the team will travel to Thomas More this Saturday for a doubleheader beginning at 1 o'clock. Visit WittenbergTigers.com for a full updated schedule. The Wittenberg baseball team returned from Florida with more than a tan, but a 6-1 record to start their season. The home doubleheader against Trine that was supposed to be held on the 16th was postponed due to field conditions. Date and time to be announced. This Saturday, the men will take on Mount Union in a doubleheader with games beginning at 1 o'clock. Come on out and support the Tigers for their first home games. The men's golf team took first at the Members Invitational hosted by Wittenberg in Savannah, Georgia over spring break. As a result of his efforts at the Invitational, Jack Krueger was named NCAC Men's Golfer of the Week. Krueger shared his medalist honors with teammate Jared Wissinger. The Tigers will travel all the way to California next week to compete in the West Cup. The women's golf team finished 11th at the Lady Pirate Invitational over the break as the only NCAA Division III team there competing. This Saturday and Sunday, the women will travel to Alliance, Ohio to compete in the Mount Union Spring Invitational. The men's lacrosse team returned from their spring break trip with a 3-1 record and hit the ground running when they returned to campus, defeating St. Vincent 9-7. The win against St. Vincent involved a 4-goal fourth-quarter comeback, and Andrew Fuss was named NCAC Player of the Week after scoring the go-ahead and game-winning goals. This Saturday at 1 o'clock, the team will take on Kenyon, so come on out to Edwards-Maurer Field and support the Tigers. The women's lacrosse team defeated Olivet last week 18-3, making their current record 2-1. This Saturday, the women will travel to Stevenson for a 1 o'clock game and to Washington and Jefferson on Sunday for a 2 o'clock game. Best of luck to the women as they hit the road this weekend. The men's tennis team fell to Ohio Northern last week 7-2 after returning from a very successful spring break trip from Florida. Even after the loss to Ohio Northern, the men's current record is 9-2. On Saturday, the men will split squads to travel to Washington University and St. Louis. But if Missouri is too far of a trip for you, part of the team will be playing right here at home as they take on Indiana East and Central State. The women's tennis team fell to Ohio Northern last week, and after a trip to Florida for spring break, the women hold a current record of 3-5. On Saturday, come support the women at 10 o'clock as they take on Indiana East, or at 2:30 for a match against Central State. On March 2nd, the College of Worcester hosted the NCAC Indoor Track and Field Championships. The men came in 5th place and the women placed 8th. Sophomore Kelby Cahoe broke her own school record with the 60-meter hurdles with a time of 9.21 seconds. The men's 4x4 relay team posted a first-place finish with a school record time of 3:21. A number of men and women walked away from the meet with all NCAC honors. Congratulations to both teams on a successful indoor season. On Saturday, both the men and the women will travel to the Muskingum Invitational for the start of their spring season. Well, Tiger sports fans, that wraps up this week's recap. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you'll join us next week on the Witt Weekly Tiger Update. Tiger up!